Everyone might have faced yelling at least once in their lifetime, definitely. Things do not go well if you yell back at someone who is yelling at you. The situation gets worse when both people engage in yelling. Other reactions that can worsen the situation are baiting the yeller, challenging what they are saying, acting defensive, and criticizing the person during the confrontation. These are reactions which should be avoided. The worst possible reaction to a yeller is to mirror their behavior. Well, there are better ways to deal with such situations. Listing few tips and steps to handle and hopefully diffuse a yeller. Number 1. Stay calm, and don't feed into their anger. Remember that when a person is yelling, it is not you that has the problem, it is them. They have poor coping skills, or another reason for yelling that has nothing to do with you personally. If you react, they will also react to your reaction, and things will continue to get complicated. Instead, remain calm, even if you are boiling on the inside. It is not worth feeding into their yelling, as the situation will just get worse, and things are rarely resolved when two parties are yelling at one another. Number 2. Take a mental pause to assess the situation. Before taking any action in the situation, pause mentally to assess things. This will allow you to figure out whether it is worth waiting out the yeller or to leave the situation. If you are being yelled at by a casual acquaintance, and you don't care if you offend them by walking away, then, by all means, walk away. You don't have to subject yourself to someone's abuse and mistreatment, if they are not important to your life. Number 3. Do not agree with the yeller just to diffuse them. If you agree with the yeller to diffuse them, and subsequently agree to do something or say something that they are asking for, then you are approving their yelling. By being agreeable to someone who is yelling at you, it only encourages them to yell at you to get their way in the future. Avoid this type of diffusing method, it will come back to bite you again in the future, and you will find yourself subject to their yelling more often. Number 4. Address the yelling calmly. In most instances, if someone is yelling at you, your emotions are provoked, and you feel the need to react. Reacting with yelling, criticism, or other negative responses will only worsen the situation. You need to do everything in your power to reel in your thoughts and feelings, so you can address the real problem, which is their yelling. Respond to him politely and calmly by saying that, "I will not accept being yelled at, regardless of the situation or problem," and you are more likely to have a positive reaction, such as an apology, or at least make them aware that they are in fact yelling for no reason. Number 5. Take a break from this person. After you have calmly addressed the yelling, the next step is to request that you take a break from this person to think. You may also need the time to calm down yourself, as their yelling has caused the adrenaline to rise sky high, and you don't know how much longer you can hold it all inside. When you are asking for a break from the person, it should be more of a statement than a question, especially if it's not your boss. Number 6. When you feel your emotions have calmed down, and you know how to address whatever it was they were yelling about, you can now go back to talk to the person. Give yourself time to process the situation, what was said, and how you want to respond. For some situations, for example, an in-law relationship, this can take a few days as emotions can take longer to settle down. If it's your boss, and you know you can't sit on the issue for long, because there are deadlines or your job, then use some calming techniques such as deep breathing or visualization methods, to process the situation more quickly. Now that you know better ways to deal with a yeller, which in turn, can diffuse the yeller, and hopefully find a solution to the problem peacefully,